Hi, it's Randall with Carter Hill Honeybees. Today is Friday, July 30th, 2021. It's been about 12-13 days since I caught this swarm, and I've done an experiment with it. So today we're going to follow up and see if the queen's laying. If you'll remember, I caught the swarm right over there, and I went and brought a colony here that had a drone laying queen, or perhaps was even queenless. So I brought it here and installed a good size swarm on it, and then 2 days later I found the queen. That's all in the first video, so this will be part 2 today. We're going to open it up and see if the queen's laying. If she went to laying pretty quick, we already even have some cap brood in there, so we're going to take a look and see how this turned out. Well, I have a medium on top of it, so these middle frames is packed pretty good, so I'm going to pull them out initially. And yeah, it's just packed full of brood of all ages. Starting to cap it right there. Very good pattern, very few skips, even a decent amount of worker jelly is in some of the very youngest larvae, so it's looking really good. Now basically I've seen all I need to see, but just out of curiosity we'll pop this off and look at the bottom box. We have some real young larvae in there. Most of the brood may be up in the medium. That seems like where the bulk of the resources are at this time. Yeah, there's lots of eggs on this frame on both sides. Very young larvae. So she definitely started laying up here. So we'll pull another frame or two out. So she's laid up here where most of the resources are, and she's moved down, but right here's a great brood pattern, already fully capped. A few skips there, but that's not too bad. So well pleased with that. That seems to be a success to this point. So there we have it, catching the big swarm with a queen and putting it with this either a drone layer or queenless colony that had laying workers. I think most likely it was a drone laying queen. I'm not saying this will work every time, but it's definitely an option you can use when you have a swarm this time of the year. So this will probably be something I'll do in the future when the opportunity presents itself. When we saw the queen the other day, she kind of looked like a young queen. She may or may not have been, could have been a virgin. Based on that cap brood, she probably started laying perhaps that day or within a day or two of whenever I first seen her, and she's laying at a pretty good pace. There's a decent amount of resources coming in right now. There's some nectar making these splits. I've shaken some nectar, and there's still some pollen coming in, so I think they're going to be just fine. So this just goes to show you, you know, you can try some experimental things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and in the process we learn things. So this is another tool that perhaps I can use down the road. Well, appreciate you for joining me for this video today. We'll see you next time.